Russia has stressed that it will continue to support South Africa's G20 presidency. Moscow's representative at the G20 Svetlana Lukash says Russia treasures its ties with Pretoria. She spoke to SABC News on the sidelines of the G20 Sherpas meeting in Sun City. This was in the northwest.
Well, absolutely. Quite a number of countries are well represented here for G20, a very important session. It's day 2 here in Sun City. A lot of issues being brought to the fore. Let's see another Russian perspective. They're part and parcel of these discussions. So once again, ma'am, thank you so much for your time. You came all the way from the Russian Federation. Let's talk about your expectations as Russia. What are you bringing to the table?
Good morning, good afternoon, and thank you so much for this question, because we are very much looking forward to the summit in Johannesburg, and we really praise South Africa for the priorities you brought to the table during the presidency. So the issues of inclusive economic growth, job creation, of green development, industrialization, primarily for Africa. This is all brings the voice of Global South to the global agenda, and that is what really G20 needs. We have the consequence of presidencies of emerging market and developing economies over past 4 years in G20, and it really changed the agenda of this global forum completely. It was for a long time dominated by interests of advanced economies, and everything, including so much needed sustainable development and gender, was considered from the perspective of already developed countries, with all their standards, with all their biases, and everything like that. And I think this year, and as we see it in Russia, is a culmination of the voice and interests of developing nations, of Global South in the G20. Hopefully it will drastically change the focus of G20 agenda and will further move it in our direction, in our needs. I mean, us as Global East and Global South.
And this comes at a very critical time globally, where the geopolitical issues, the geo-economic competition in so many aspects, but also the use of certain tools, whether you're looking at how the UN Security Council is working. That's what Minister Lamola was talking about. But for Russia, how do we protect multilateralism that is under siege at this point in time?
Well, actually, you put it a very critical issue, because multilateralism is the only thing, I think, that can keep the world together today and save us and save G20 from collapse, save economy from complete fragmentation, and ensure global growth and sustainability. How to do that? Well, the simplest answer is dialogue. Continue dialogue. No matter what divisions we have in minds and policies, dialogue and common values in terms of prosperity, in terms of sustainable development, that's what we need to discuss and need to pursue. And I think G20, which unites developed and developing countries, and despite all the geopolitical tensions of last years, still is able to come to collective, to common decisions at all the previous summits. Still was able. So I think G20 is very well placed to keep multilateralism as a flag for all the humanity. But indeed, what we always keep in mind is that we have the United Nations, and that is the main platform that we need to cherish and need to strengthen. So G20 is just like a ship that tries to sail through the storm, but when it comes to the shore, to the United Nations, then where the most important decisions are taken.